Hey yo, what's going on? Not Guilty Boys checking back in. We're excited that we have another great episode in store for you guys. As we told you before, we wanted to be able to bring on people who have resources that we feel that the general public need. It's a pleasure to be here with my illustrious colleague and co-host, Attorney Andrew Wilkerson. How you feeling, Drew?
Oh man, I'm glad to be here, man. Glad to have our first official guest on the show, man. I think they got some good material for the people. So let's get it going.
So today we have Eric Puente, Enrique Cerrillo, and Celeste Cerrillo joining us on the Not Guilty podcast. How are y'all doing today?
Very good. Thanks for having us, guys.
Yeah, happy to be here.
Great. So we're going to get started. And, this is to help the general public with understanding the things that they need, in dealing with law enforcement. So, Eric, I know you have a background in law. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and about your background in law?
Yeah, well, we are alumnus from TSU, so I'm happy to join some fellow alums here from TSU and Thurgood Marshall School of Law. So I started my career actually in the military, and after serving in Iraq and Afghanistan, I came back to the United States to further my education and then go to law school. So I finished up law school there in 2011, went to one more year and did my LLM at UT. And then I started my career at the DA's office in Dallas. And I've been practicing criminal defense since about 2014. So about 11 years now.
Nice.
Great. So you guys are here to introduce an app, correct?
Yeah, we're happy to talk about it. I was joined at my law firm by my best friend since I was about 14, 15 years old, Enrique Celeste, and his wife, Celeste Cerrillo. And he also has a background in the military. He was 20 years in the Air Force. We joined right around the same time, but he stayed active duty all the way. And then he had a career, and a few years ago, I gave him a call and I said, hey, I really need help finding an office manager. And he was like, well, send me over the description. And he was like, I think I got your man. And I was like, really? He was like, yeah, you're looking at him. And we've been working together ever since. And then his wife, Celeste Cerrillo, she's helped other tech startups. She has a background in software, and she's our CEO. She's the one the brains behind this operation in the app, and she's the one that really makes it go.
Nice. So DuePro is short for due process.
That's right.
DuePro, I love the name. Tell us more about DuePro, the app DuePro, and what exactly does it do and how does it solve people's problems?
I'll let Enrique take care of that one.
Yeah, so DuePro is a legal emergency app, right? It's an alerting app. So what it does is there's been a lot of times that from the time I've worked with Eric as his office manager, we have clients that come and they say, hey, can you help me find my husband? Or can you help me find...
I think you may have some connection issues.
Enrique, I think it's a problem with your connection.
While he does that, Eric, if you want to answer it, and then we can run the next question through him.
For sure. So the app solves a lot of different problems. As we see a lot of different legal issues coming up in everyday practice, and then also some very modern issues. So one of the first things that the app solves is, I'm sure Andrew and Mike, you guys, if you practice criminal defense, I don't know how many times I've gotten a call in the middle of the night or over the weekend where somebody calls me and says, hey, I think my husband just got arrested, or I think my loved one just got arrested. Can you help me out? And I'll say, absolutely. Where is he? I have no idea. Right. I don't know where he is. I don't know which jail he's in. Well, this app solves this, because with the app, what happens is the user would download it, and that person would also name their loved one as an emergency contact to be alerted on the app whenever that person is having a legal emergency. And they can name their attorney from the beginning, such as me. So like what happens is, let's just say Enrique gets pulled over and arrested. His wife, Celeste, will get an alert as soon as he taps the alert button, and I will get an alert button. And we will see exactly using the GPS technology, we will see exactly where he is. So we don't have to, call a bunch of different counties, a bunch of different jails. She will know where he is, and I will know exactly where he is. And then it takes it the step a bit further. Our software is integrated with local jails. So let's just say Enrique not only just gets detained, he sets out that alert, but he gets put into cuffs and he gets taken into the local jail. Well, our software is this is one of the things I really love about our software. So our software will be able to show his loved one and his attorney exactly what he was charged with and what his bond is set at. So we don't have to be worrying or wondering exactly, what's going on. As soon as he's magistrated, a DuePro checks about every hour, keeps on going and going until the person is magistrated, and then you will see exactly what he's charged with. So it solves a couple of different problems right off the bat. The other problem that it solves as well is that, like you guys, I'm sure that a lot of people, a lot of attorneys represent people all over the state, a lot of jurisdictions that don't have the body cams. Their local PD's office, they don't use body cams, right? And it's kind of crazy that nowadays there are still, law enforcement agencies that do not use body cams.
Right.
Well, as soon as Enrique touches that button, what'll happen is that it will start recording audio and video, because it solves another problem, right? I don't know how many times I've been going over a police report or a PC affidavit with one of my clients, and they say, that's not what happened at all. That whatever was written in that police report is not what happened. Well, DuePro will record all of that. And so you could say, well, why can't I just use my phone? Well, what happens a lot of times, and I'm sure that you guys know more than most people, once someone is arrested, that phone could go into evidence and they might not release it. And they'll say, no, we're going to hold the phone for evidence and we're not going to give it back to you. The great thing about DuePro is, as soon as Enrique hits that button, that it'll start video recording and audio recording, and his wife will be able to see it and I will be able to see it. And I'll be able to download it and keep it for safekeeping. There's nothing that the police can do about it. They can't destroy it. They can't delete it. And I have a copy for further litigation and representing Enrique in court, so that when that PC affidavit and that police report do not match up with the reality and what the facts were, we have the video about exactly what happened, and it's safely stored.
Well, I'll tell you this. I don't know about Mike. Well, I do know Mike has been through this. I can't remember how many times my client says, look, man, I got the evidence. It's in my phone, but they got my phone and evidence. How do I get it? And there's this long, prolonged process. I got to file a motion to release property. The prosecutor has to agree, blah, blah, blah. So that's one, that is a pitfall, man, that you guys were just taken out of the whole thing, man. That's real good. And also, I can't think of how many times an officer has tried to stop a phone from recording. You actually see him take the phone and turn it off. So you said there's some kind of safeguard to that as well?
Yeah, Enrique can tell you about that.
Sorry, I was on mute. So there's an actual pin that you set up when you set up the app. So they try to say, hey, turn off your phone, or try to confiscate it, or hey, what is that? You can't turn it off without my authorization. Sorry. So when you initially set up the app, it's a 4-digit pin that the user sets up that, if something was to happen, they can't do anything about it. So there's that safeguard there as well. We try to think of everything from a user perspective, but then in working with Eric, there's that attorney aspect, right? We try to create value for not just the attorney, but the user, because a lot of it is within our community. And I hate to bring race into it, but it's the reality of the world that we live in. We drive while being brown. Right? Like right now, I'm sitting in the Escalade, but I'm not supposed to be driving it because I'm Mexican. And I know that's being very authentic and genuine, but it's the truth. And it's what we live in. And if I happen to be driving, we're in McKinney right now, and somebody has to pull me over, hey man, I got to hit that button, because it's what is perceived versus reality. So a lot of times when we had these situations, we were trying to come up with an idea of like, hey, how can we make this beneficial, not just for the attorney, but the user, right? Because we want to help the community. And essentially that's what we did, or what we came up with. So it's also in Spanish, right? Because a lot of our clients are Spanish speaking. And the other part to that is, given the climate with our current administration, it's I'm just going to leave it there.
Look, man, that's cold-blooded. I got to tell you, y'all cold-blooded. Y'all are really making it hard for these officers to get away with things that they've been getting away for 20, 50 years, man, since cell phones been out. Not 50 years, but however long cell phones been out, they've been getting away with it. the fact that it stores it, the fact that the attorney can pull it remotely. I mean, I think that just puts people just light years ahead of the game. This is going to be a good thing for the community, man. Now tell me this, what if the user doesn't have an attorney? How about that?
That's a good question, Andrew. So if the user does not have an attorney, they can access attorneys that have created a profile on DuePro app. So the DuePro app is free to use and download for both the user and the attorney. So you and Mike could actually get on DuePro right now, create a profile, and you'll be able to select which counties in the state of Texas you want to serve. So let's just say, you want to serve Dallas and Houston and Austin. Well, you would select Travis County, Harris County, and Dallas County, and all of the surrounding counties around DFW. So anybody who has the app downloaded on their phone, when they're having and experiencing a legal emergency, not only them, but their loved ones will also be able to say, okay, I want to be able to see all of the attorneys that service these counties right now when I need them. And I'll be able to request a quote directly from that attorney. So in this situation, let's just say Enrique is in county, he's booked in, his wife can see let's just say he's hypothetically arrested for ag assault, deadly weapon, or DWI, whatever the case may be. He's in cuffs, he's down being processed. His wife is scared, but if they had an attorney already named, great. There's a messenger integrated with the app. So she'll be able to directly and safely communicate directly with that attorney. And if she doesn't have one already selected, if Enrique didn't select one already, she can go to all of the attorneys that are listed that service that area. So let's just say you are the attorney in that area that's listed. They will be able to request a quote from you, and they'll be able to reach out to you directly. You can't reach out to them, obviously, to avoid any barratry problems, but they will be able to see your law firm listed there. They'll be able to reach out. She'll be able to reach out to you, and she'll be able to say, hey, my husband Enrique is in jail. I see that you service this area. Can you give me a quote? And this is where it even gets better. You can give her a quote. She can see your engagement letter directly through the app. And if she wants to retain you immediately, guess what? She just has to use her little finger, sign the contract in the app, and send you money directly to your bank account. So our app is integrated directly with using Stripe, but people can send the money using debit cards, credit cards. They can use Cash App. They can use Zelle. If they can't afford your services right now, they can even use a firm to finance those services, and the money directly hits your law firm bank account. And this is where it gets even better. If you're using some type of case management software, like I use my case, the app takes the information
Intake.
from the intake and from the payments and sends it directly to my case management software. So when I come in the morning, the case is already in my case management software, ready to go.
You just got to go do a jail visit.
Oh, that's great, man. That streamlines a lot of steps of this process and hiring an attorney, and makes the process really efficient. That's great, man. That's a game changer, definitely. So just to be clear, I think I heard you say that the app it stores video. So how do you activate the video and audio portion of the app?
Enrique, you want to take?
Yeah, it happens immediately. It happens immediately when you hit the button. So the actual interface of the app is just a single button. It's normally blue, but once you hit the button, it turns red, and it's supposed to signify that you're being recorded. So it's video and audio. So it happens immediately. Once that takes place, then it's recording, as soon as you hit it. So, and it's forward facing. So it's kind of like you're holding, there it is. So if he taps that button right there, and there it is, it turns red. And that's to let you know it's now recording video and audio.
Nice. That's real nice.
Now there you go. Now it's pin protected. See that? He can't turn it off because you got to punch in a pin.
Or an officer can't turn it off, right? Nobody can turn it off.
Right. That's cool. That's real cool. So, Eric, how much does this app cost a user?
That's what everybody gonna want to know. So let's take it there.
Okay.
That's a great question, and I'm glad that you asked. So it's free. It's free for the user. This is built to help the community, to help get them access to justice, get them access to lawyers as soon as possible. So it's free to download. If for anybody that's interested in downloading DuePro, we can send a link, but you can find it on the App Store. It's also in Google Play for people that use Android, and it's a free download. The promo code right now is launched 2025. But it's going to be free for the user, and it's also going to be free for the attorney to create a profile. Now, where it will cost something, is actually when someone actually wants to retain a lawyer. So in that situation, like let's just say Enrique was arrested for a DWI, you would put it, and they're reaching out to you, and Celeste is reaching out to you guys and says, "Hey, I really need you to, help Enrique. I need you to get him out of jail and represent him on this DWI." So what will happen is if they hire you through the app, it will essentially what we'll do is the DuePro will be paid $500 for misdemeanors and $1,500 for felonies, and it's a flat rate. It doesn't come out. It's only at the point where the attorney is getting retained directly from the user for the actual use of the app. The consumer doesn't pay anything.
Nice. So
Them
when you
them
really,
some good price points, man. Some good
Yeah.
price points.
yeah, that's
Well,
affordable.
we
Yeah,
wanted to make it affordable for everyone.
absolutely. So when you really think about it, if it's recording audio, if it's recording video, this actually can be used in the personal injury realm as well. Is that correct?
I'm so glad that you asked that. Okay, because immigration and personal injury are up next to roll out. This technology is already fully functioning and working in the criminal justice world, because that's what the world that we work in. But we also saw the need, especially with everything going on across the nation today. Just about 2 or 3 weeks ago, everything that was going on in California and across the country, people are getting picked up off the street and literally just disappearing. And their families don't know where they are, and they don't know where they're going. But if they had DuePro, they would. Right. And so I had a client, unfortunately, got picked up by ICE here in Texas. The next thing that we knew, like, his family didn't know where he was for weeks. He turned up in Miami, allegedly. And then after Miami, we checked in the Miami field office. He wasn't there either. Then I saw him on the cover of the New York Times that he was one of the guys that they sent to Guantanamo Bay.
Oh, wow.
And we had no idea where he was. If they have their phones and they're on, like, we'll at least know the last place they were before the phones get completely shut down. So, and that gives us at least a good place to start. It also gives the people, who have an attorney that's standing by for immigration, that can go out there, get those bond hearings set with the immigration court, and help their family members out as soon as possible. Because unlike, obviously, we've been seeing even United States citizens that are protesting, also get apprehended by ICE, and they ended up, in field offices a lot of times very far away from the location of the apprehension. So the good thing is that we'll be able to see that video, what happened to that person, because a lot of times, we've been seeing, ICE is conjuring up, all these assault allegations against people that are just protesting peacefully, and they're having to defend themselves in federal court for assaulting a federal officer. This can help with that. Locating the individual, this can help with that. But then you talked about personal injury, right? So the personal injury aspect of this is also going to have the crash detection technology in it. So as soon as you are in a crash, your phone will know, and our technology will be integrated. It is integrated with that. So as soon as the crash happens, your loved one will get an alert, your attorney will receive an alert, and we can check on you. If you are alive and well, obviously we can call 911. You can call 911 and get an ambulance, on your way. Even better, if you are incapacitated, you're passed out, you're unconscious, we can see the video, what's going on with you. We can see your location, what's going on with you. So if you are in an emergency situation like that, then we can get on the phone and get 911 out there to treat you as soon as possible. So there's just a lot of different ways that we can help there, because not only with just the knowing where you knowing when you've been in an accident. The other thing about it is that I've seen a lot of people make some devastating mistakes when it comes to personal injury, right? Like not calling 911, not making a police report, rejecting, treatment, on the scene. So our app basically, if you are in a safe place and you are able to follow the prompts, it can help you avoid making a lot of bad mistakes when it comes to your personal injury case, because it basically will take you through the prompts, like, are you okay? Are you safe? Are you in a safe place? Okay, now upload some video of the scene, the crash scene. Make sure, are there witnesses nearby? Make sure that you get them on the video and get an interview, a short interview of that witness to talk about who was at fault, what they saw, when they saw it. And the great thing about it is the attorney is going to have it stored right from the get-go, because I don't know how many times I've had a client come to me weeks after the accident occurred, and they said, "Hey, I was in an accident 4 weeks ago." Okay, where did it happen? It was on 35. Okay. Right. Where on I-35 was it, we know exactly where it happened, right? As long as they use the app, we'll know exactly where it occurred. Also, going through, like, where they went to after that, which hospital, which doctors, all of that stuff we'll be able to see directly through the app. And what I really love about it is that it kind of cuts out all the barratry, right? Because a runner cannot go, if they alert you right away and they alert your attorney right away, then you don't have these people that are, ambulance chasing and down at the hospital, like vultures, trying to sign up your clients or potential clients.
The other
Absolutely. So
thing, real quick, sorry, I was just gonna say it's also activated by Siri, activate DuePro. So that's
Nice.
another thing that already exists, right? So for the criminal aspect, you got cats that are handcuffed and they're like, hey, we see this all the time on body cam during review and discovery. Like, hey, can I call so and so? No, but you can say, hey, Siri, activate DuePro. And that'll be the same technology that we're moving forward with the personal injury and immigration, because there's I love it, because you just don't know, right? And if you just have access to Siri, you can say, "Hey Siri, activate DuePro." That instantly will allow your loved one and your attorney to know where you're at.
Look, two things people wanted to know: the price, man. Y'all covered that, but they also want to know about, is it secure? Could y'all tell the people a little bit about that, please?
So we relied on Eric for that because he is the attorney. As far as whether it's secure, we've determined that we're not holding on to these videos. We're not reviewing them. DuePro is not a actual attorney or law firm. We're just a third party here, right? We're connecting the user and the attorneys. So what we've determined is that we're only holding these videos for 30 days. So the attorney and the user will have 30 days to download this information, and it is stored on the Google Cloud. So that's what we use. It's safe, and it's something that we don't necessarily review as a company, but it'll be available for the attorney that's designated and the user consumer that chooses to use it.
And I'm sure you guys built in privacy protections and all that good stuff. Is that right?
Correct. So yeah, the data is also encrypted and it's secure. At the most, we will only store it for 30 days and then we will destroy it. We don't view it, we don't review it. We only make it available to the user. And as soon as the user deletes it, it's gone. As soon as the attorney gets it, it's gone. We don't keep it so that we're not able to be subpoenaed down the future. And if we get a subpoena for video or audio down the future, we don't have it anymore. You're gonna have to, in the civil cases, obviously you can go through the civil attorney, right, for reciprocal discovery. But as far as on the criminal side, we don't have it.
Okay.
nice,
Okay.
nice.
Now I know you got to have you some precision and some vision to roll something out like this, man. Just tell the people, where do y'all see y'all do pro in about 5 years? Where you see it being?
I think we could both answer this question. I want to hear what Enrique wants to do as well. But so, it's kind of interesting. We have a pretty worldwide network of people. And I had an attorney friend that I did my LLM with visit me from Australia. And so this is actually already available in Australia. And he wanted to talk to us about how to take it there. Obviously, we want to grow it. We're already all over the state of Texas. So DuePro already is it covers the entire state of Texas. The app is actually available across the country already. What is not integrated yet is the jails throughout all of the other 49 states, because it does take a lot of work to integrate that information in each individual jail to our software. We do need to scale up so that we can take this across the country, and we kind of already have a roadmap for that. As far as the company, the DuePro is a corporation, so we do sell shares. Right. So and we want to make this available. Most of our investors at this time are attorneys. And I think you can see why, right? Because we kind of, as attorneys, we see how this could be the future. This is the way of the future. One of the other reasons we wanted to create DuePro in this fashion was because we want to meet people where they're at, and where they are is on their phones. So this is one of the reasons why we wanted to expand this way. And I'll let Enrique take it from here.
So in 5 years, the sky's the limit, because I feel like a lot of things could venture off from this, have an offshoot. We've already been approached from that one attorney in Australia, and we've opened it up there. We're just now collaborating to try to figure out how law is in Australia, and how to figure out the API and the back end to be able to fit what we've already accomplished in Texas within the jails and the system. As far as the money's concerned, I don't know. It's our baby for now, right? We even, it's either going public or having a big fish come and try to, buy us out. But we're not for sale. At least not yet, right? Because we want to be, this is an idea that we want to stay on for. Not to say we won't entertain somebody that said, hey, look, we have the infrastructure, these big corporations like a FinaPay or people that are out there. We're not saying no. But what we're saying is we're staying on. We want to see our vision go to where we're not only helping the community, but we're making this what we want from the beginning. So I don't know if that answers your question, but 5 years from now, I can see us either going with somebody that's big or going public, or collaborating with other companies to maybe license our technology, or perhaps, get into a different space where they are able to, use our technology and benefit something else. I don't know, but I'm excited. I know there's a lot of opportunities maybe for us down the road.
Man, I'm excited. It ain't even my app. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, attorneys, get in, man. Get in. Help these guys, cultivate this thing and facilitate this thing. It's big for everybody. I mean,
well, that's the great thing, Andrew, is that it could be part of your app if you become a shareholder. So,
I just
don't worry. I'm texting Mike right now. We need to get in.
We're definitely interested. Keep your phone there. We're definitely interested in investment opportunities. I believe in this app. I believe that every Texan should download this app right now. This is something that every citizen needs, because anybody can encounter police interactions. Anybody can have a wreck, and you just need this on your phone to help facilitate the legal process. This is a revolutionary. This is game changing. This is something we definitely want to, just put out there for every citizen to have to their availability. So how can, and you know what? It not only helps the citizens, it helps the attorneys as well. This is a win-win for both sides. So how can an attorney or a potential user get this out, download on their phone, and get started with this app?
Yeah, so it's a very simple process. Just go to the App Store, wherever you get your apps, either on iOS or on Android. Just type in DuePro. It's going to be available there for free download. For right now, use promo code LAUNCH2025, and then you're going to create a profile. You're going to put your personal information in there. You're going to put your emergency contact information in there. And the thing about that is it has to be that information is vital. We've already had a lot of people download the app and they didn't fully fill out all the information. But like, if you don't put your full legal name into it, when you go into the jail, they're going to use your full legal name there, right? So if the technology won't work the way it's supposed to, unless you fill out all of the vital information when you create your profile. So creating the profile is very, very important. But it's a simple process. Everybody knows how to download apps nowadays. and fill out the profile. And for attorneys, there's just an additional step. You'll create a profile for your law firm, and you will tie in your law firm bank account, so that for for people, customers, the clients that are going to retain you through the app, they'll be able to pay your retainer on the spot and make sure that they get access to justice as soon as possible.
Yeah, man, this is big, man. This is something I can see every citizen having in their phone. This is something that should be on the Apple phone when you buy it, man. I mean, you know how they had games on the Sega when you get it. There's
Yeah.
Sonic. Yeah, man. I mean, it's need to be right there in your widgets when you swipe up, man. I mean, that is how important this is. I'm excited for you guys, man. Like genuinely excited. The biggest thing that came out of this show today, man, is all the information you guys imparted on the people. But I must say, Thurgood Marshall produces productive people, man. Yeah, y'all understand that these are 3 Thurgood alarms, man. TMSL, stand up, man. It's a proud moment, man. It's a proud moment right now.
Absolutely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. DuePro, go download the app. Launch 2025 to get the subscription for free for right now. Attorneys, go tap in with DuePro. Get you some more clients unexpectedly. Increase their revenue. Hey, this is revolutionary. Eric, we thank you, Enrique and Celeste. I know Celeste is at her daughter's soccer championship. Good luck to her. But we just thank you for coming on with this very imperative information. American citizens, Texans, attorneys, y'all go tap in with DuePro, download the app, and let's get this where it needs to be.
Tell them how to contact you, Eric.
Yeah, well, first I'd like to thank you guys for having us on the show. We'd love to follow up again. Congratulations on your victory. We're very proud of what you're doing in the courtroom. It's stellar and it's inspirational. The other thing is that I want to thank Celeste especially. None of this could have happened without her. She worked on this for 2 years in silence and quiet because we didn't have, our patent and our trademark and all that. All of that now is straight. And that's how we're able to, go ahead and unveil it. So we've been patiently waiting in the shadows a little bit, eager to let the world know about what was coming. But we had to keep a little bit quiet. But none of this could have happened without Celeste.
This is our come out party. We coming out.
Nice. Breaking out. Hey, you heard it here first with the Not Guilty Boyz, DuePro. Eric, could you tell the people how they can find you guys on Instagram or Facebook or social media?
Yeah, so we have all of that. We even have a YouTube channel. So you can go to our YouTube channel and go ahead, and we can even send you a QR code to go to all of our social medias. We're on everything, Instagram, Facebook, and you could also always contact us directly at our law firm through www.puentelawoffice.com if you have any questions. That's the other beautiful thing about this is that we all work together. Enrique and Celeste and Mario, all the founders, they work at my law firm.
Nice.
It's a family. It's really a family. I mean, the way that we work together, it's a beautiful thing. And it's all for one common goal, and that's to help people.
No, my honest and, candor is that you guys will be managing law firms sooner or later. This thing goes where I think it can go. Oh, hey, thanks for coming on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, go download DuePro right now. It's essential to your daily lives. Your kids need it on their phones as well. You guys go download DuePro right now. I'm finna to get off so I can go download my attorney profile because I'm looking forward to it. Drew, you got any last words?
I'm gonna beat you to it, Mike. I'm gonna tell you that right now. But yeah, man. I mean, this is something that holds the police accountable. It helps your attorney of choice. It protects you as well. I mean, it's a no-brainer for me, man. So, I'm pushing this thing forward no matter what happens, man. This is something that the whole world needs, to be quite honest with you. And I hope y'all get the background and whatever y'all need to make it bubble, man. I hope that happens for y'all, man. But yeah, y'all keep tuning in. We plan to have many more entrepreneurs on, many more people that want to impart knowledge and wisdom to the community. We are very thankful for you guys. Y'all keep y'all subscribe on Instagram, Not Guilty Boyz, and keep sending in your legalese questions. And we love y'all, man. Getting out of here.
DuePro and the Not Guilty Boyz. We're checking out. See you guys later.
That occurred to me. We, the jury, in the above entitled action, find the defendant.
It's no disguise. It's no disguise. It makes no sense. It doesn't fit. It's If it doesn't fit, you must acquit.
We need to throw good, do you?
Murder of the first degree and one or more crimes of murder of the first or second degree to be not true. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, is this your verdict? So say you one, so say you all.